Welcome back to English Made Interesting. First, we'll discuss the answers for the questions given in the previous video. Clauses and its types. So here it is. Complete the given sentences by beginning with the words given in the brackets and forming a subordinate clause. Hope you remember what is a clause. A clause is a group of words that contain a finite verb, a subject and a predicate, but does not make a complete sense. So here it is a dependent clause. I came late because I missed the bus. So the clause formed here is because I missed the bus, and it is a subordinate clause. Now next sentence, give me the pen that Ramu had given you. A clause formed using that. It is a subordinate clause. This is a park where we used to play. Where we used to play is the subordinate clause because it cannot stand on its own. It is dependent on the first part of the sentence. The man who is wearing a cap is my uncle. Who is wearing a cap is the subordinate clause. Rita is the girl who came first in the final exam. Who came first in the final exam is a subordinate clause. Again, it cannot exist on its own. It is dependent on the first part. Now next exercise, pick out the subordinate clause and say what kind of a clause it is. The first sentence, the shepherd found the sheep which he had lost. Which he had lost is the clause here, and it is an adjective clause because this clause is doing the work of an adjective. It is describing. Describing what? It is describing the sheep which he had lost. Carry an umbrella because it might rain. Because it might rain is a clause here, and it is an adverb clause. I know the man who gave a speech yesterday. Who gave a speech yesterday is the clause, and it is an adjective clause. It's again describing the man who gave the speech. It's talking about the man. Life is what we make it. What we make it is a clause, and it is a noun clause. Clause doing the work of a noun. He came to tell me that the match was cancelled. That the match was cancelled is a clause, and it is a noun clause. Next sentence, I forgot what you had asked me. What you had asked me is the clause, and it is a noun clause. Next sentence, who will go is not certain. Here, who will go is a clause. It is a noun clause. So what is not certain? Who will go is not certain. So it is a noun clause, and it is a subject to the verb is. Is the helping verb. The principal gave the prize to Mary, who was the winner. Who was the winner is the clause, and it is an adjective clause. It's talking about Mary. We went to the park which has tall trees. Which has tall trees is the clause, and it is an adjective clause. It is describing the park, telling that the park has tall trees. Next sentence, I wake up before my alarm clock rings. So here, before my alarm clock rings is the clause, and it is an adverb clause of time. He did the homework as he was told by the teacher. As he was told by the teacher is the clause, and it is an adverb clause of manner. How did he do his homework? or the manner in which he did his homework. So, as he was told by the teacher is the adverb clause of manner. She went to the office because her boss wanted to meet her. Because her boss wanted to meet her is the clause, and it is an adverb clause of reason. Why did she go to the office? It is giving a reason, because her boss wanted to meet her. Hope you understood. And now we'll pass on to the tenses. The word tense comes from the Latin word tempus, which means time. It indicates the time of an action. That means when the action has taken place. Verbs change their forms according to time, and hence we have various tense forms. The three main tenses are present tense, past tense, and future tense. Present tense is something that happens in the present. Past tense refers to the action that has already happened, and future tense refers to the action that is going to take place. Now, present tense. Example: we go to school by bus. The verb go refers to the present time, and it is in the present tense. I am happy. In the present, I am happy. We are happy. She is happy. So everything is in the present tense. At present, I am happy. We are happy. She is happy. Now what is past tense? She went to school by car yesterday. The verb went refers to an action in the past. It is talking about yesterday, and it is in the past tense. I was happy. We were happy. She was happy. It is talking about the past. Now what is future tense? Look at the example. She will go to school by walk tomorrow. The verb will go refers to the future time, and it is in the future tense. The children will be happy to see their grandfather. She will be happy to hear the good news. It's all talking about the future. The children will be happy. She will be happy to hear the good news. Now the verb be is used in various forms and are known as helping verbs. The different forms are is, are, am, was, were, will be, and shall be. The present tense has four forms. That is the simple present tense, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Now we'll see what is simple present tense. Example: I sing, I do. It is I refers to the first person, and it is first person singular. We sing, we do. It's again first person, but it is plural. You dance, you do. It is second person. You refers to the second person, and it is singular. But even the plural is you dance, you sing, you do, etc. There is no change. Now look at the next example. Rama sings, he sings, he does, it does. All these are third person. It refers to the third person, and it is singular. They dance, they do. It is third person plural. Now look at the table for better understanding. First person singular, I am. When it is plural, it becomes we are. Second person singular, you are. Second person plural, it remains the same. It is again you are. There is no change. Now third person singular, he is, she is, it is, etc. Third person plural, it is written as they are. Now we'll talk about when to use simple present tense. To talk of an action that is a habit or a routine. Example, Rita wakes up at 5 a.m. It's a routine action or it's a habit. It keeps happening. So here we use simple present tense. The next example, Tom brushes his teeth daily. It's a routine habit or every day. It's a habit which he does daily. So it is written as Tom brushes his teeth daily, and simple present tense is being used here. Look at the next example. The van arrives on time every morning. So every morning it keeps happening. So again here it is simple present tense which is used in the sentence. Next, to make a statement that is universal or general truth, we make use of simple present tense. Example, the sun rises in the east. There is no change. Every day the sun rises in the east. So it's a general truth. It's a universal truth. That's why we use simple present tense here. Next example, the banyan tree grows very tall. Here again, simple present tense is used because it is a truth. Next, we use simple present tense in imperative sentences or exclamatory sentences or while giving instructions. Now look at the examples. Come here, shut the door, here comes the train, this tastes good. All these are simple present tense form of the verb. Simple present tense is used to describe a series of action. Now look at the example. He kicks the ball and it is a goal. So it's a series of action that is taking place. So kicks and is simple present tense. Is the helping verb and kicks is the verb which is being used in the sentence. Adverbs like usually, sometimes, never, always, often, every day, etc. are used in sentences in the simple present tense form. Example, I often go out to dinner with friends. We sometimes visit our relatives in Bombay. To form negative of the verb be, you should add not after the verb. Example, I am not hungry. So helping verb is am and you are using not after the helping verb am. So I am not hungry. Next example, she is not a singer. Hope you follow. Now we'll see how to form a question in the simple present tense. Verb comes before the noun or pronoun when forming a question with verb be. Example, I am thirsty. On forming a question, it is written as am I thirsty? Second example, you are a singer. When you write it in the question form, it is are you a singer? Another example, Sam is talented. So when it is in the question form, is Sam talented? So here verb comes before the noun or pronoun. The verb is helping verbs like am, are, is, etc. It comes before the noun or pronoun. I, you, these are the pronouns used and Sam is the noun. Now we'll pass on to the present continuous tense. Formation of present continuous tense. We use present tense of the verb be, that is the auxiliary or helping verb with the ing form of the main verb. Is, am, are plus verb plus ing. Example, is walking. Walk is the main verb. She is walking to school. Am is a helping verb and main verb plus ing. Drive is the main verb. I am driving to the market. Are sleep plus ing form. Sleep is the main verb The children are sleeping. To form negative sentences, we add not after the helping verb. Example, she is not driving. I am not singing. They are not writing. So, not is added after the helping verb, like is not driving, am not singing, are not writing, etc. To form interrogative present continuous tense, the helping verb or the auxiliary verb is brought to the beginning of the sentence. The noun or pronoun is in between the auxiliary verb and the ing form of the main verb. Look at the example. Sam is drawing. When you write it in the question form, it is Sam drawing? So, the noun or pronoun is in between the auxiliary verb. Yes, you can look at the examples. Sam, they, we, all these are the noun or the pronoun which is written in between the helping verb and the ing form of the main verb. Second example, they are going to school. When the question form, it is written as are they going to school? We are participating. In the question form, we write it as are we participating? So, are is the helping verb, we is the pronoun, participating, it is the ing form of the main verb. Now, uses of the present continuous tense. It is used for an action that is going on at the time of speaking. Example, Lata is cooking lunch. So, when you say this, she is cooking lunch. So, its action is going on at the time of speaking. Lata is cooking lunch. Grandfather is reading the newspaper. He is still reading. Action is going on. For an action that is going on during the present period of time, but not necessarily at the present moment. Example, I am working on an important office project. So, I am working. It is present continuous tense. But it is not necessary that it is going on at that time of speaking. Navya is studying for her entrance exams. So, is studying is present continuous tense form. But it is not necessary when you say this, she is studying. But in general, she is studying for her entrance exams. So, in all these cases, you use present continuous tense. Now, again, for an action that is planned and will take place in the near future, we use present continuous form. We are going to watch a movie tomorrow. Another example, she is taking the 6 o'clock flight this evening. Hope it's clear. Now we'll pass on to the present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used to talk of an action that started in the past and whose effects continue to the present, or in other words, an action that has just been completed. I'll repeat, present perfect tense is used to talk of an action that started in the past and whose effects continue to the present, or in other words, an action that has just been completed. Now we'll just see. Present perfect tense is formed by using has or have with the past participle form of the main verb. Using has or have, that depends whether it is the singular or plural, plus past participle form of the main verb. Example, Sandhya has gone to the market. Sandhya has gone. So, go, went, gone. So, gone is the third form, past participle form of the main verb. I have completed my work. We have baked a cake. So, has gone, have completed, have baked, all these are present perfect tense. To form negative sentence, we add not after the helping verb. Sandhya has not gone to the market. I have not completed my work. we have not baked a cake. So here, not is added after the helping verb like has, have, etc. Now in the interrogative sentences, we can see that it is formed by bringing the helping verb to the beginning of the sentence, followed by the noun or pronoun, and then the past participle of the main verb. Example, has Sandhya gone to the market? So this has, helping verb, has come to the beginning, followed by the noun or pronoun, and the past participle form, that is gone, is after the noun or pronoun. Has Sandhya gone to the market? Has he eaten lunch? Has is the helping verb, he is the pronoun, eaten is the past participle form of the main verb, that is eat. Has he eaten lunch? Have they eaten dinner? Now you can have a look at the table for better understanding. Simple present tense, present continuous tense and present perfect tense. I eat, I am eating, I have eaten. We eat, we are eating, we have eaten. You eat, you are eating, you have eaten. He eats, he is eating, he has eaten. They eat, they are eating, they have eaten. Now over to the uses of present perfect tense. It is used to talk about an action or situation which began in the past and is still continuing. Example, they have lived in Kerala since they were children. They have lived in Kerala and it is still continuing. Rita has studied in the school for 10 years. So, which started in the past, has studied and still it is continuing. Rita has studied in the school for 10 years. To talk of an experience or event of the past and the exact time of action is not specified or it is not required. So that is when you use present perfect tense. Example, I have visited the Red Fort. When exactly? It is not specified. I have visited the Red Fort. It is an event of the past, but the exact time of action is not specified here. Next example, she has participated in the competition. When exactly is not specified, but she has participated. So here you use the present perfect tense. Now, present perfect tense is also used to speak of an action which has just happened. Example, the train has just arrived. We have finished our work for the day. That is, which means a short while ago. Now, when do you use for and since with the present perfect tense? For is used to talk of a period of time. Example, for 3 years or for 11 months, 10 minutes, etc. Since is used to talk about an action that started at a point in time and continues to the present. Example, since 8 am, since 2003. I have been here for 5 hours. I have been here since 2 pm, etc. Some other words that are often used with present perfect tenses are just, often, never, ever, yet, till, now, today, this week, etc. Hope it's clear. Now we'll pass on to the present perfect continuous tense. It is used to describe an action which began in the past and is still going on. Example, Karan has been practicing dance for 4 hours. So this started somewhere in the past and it is still going on. He is still practicing dance. Karan has been practicing dance for 4 hours. Look at the next example. They have been living here for the last 9 years. Now, formation of present perfect continuous tense. Has or have been plus ing form of the main verb. The patient has been waiting for the doctor. The patient, singular, so the patient has been waiting for the doctor. They have been playing all evening. They, plural, so they have been playing all evening. It is present perfect continuous form of the verb. To form negative sentences, we add not after the helping verb. Has not been baking, have not been running, have not been taking, etc. In the interrogative form, the helping verb is brought to the beginning of the sentence. The noun or pronoun comes between the auxiliary verb and the past participle of the main verb. Now look at the example. Has Deepak been working on this answer for the last 1 hour? Have they been playing all evening? Now over to the uses of present perfect continuous. It is used to show something that started in the past and has continued up to the present and is still continuing. Something that started in the past and has continued up to the present and is still continuing. That is when you use present perfect continuous tense form. We also use phrases that express duration with the present perfect continuous tense. For example, all evening, for the last hour, since morning, etc. Now look at the example. Have you been working here for long? Have you been working is the present perfect continuous. Mr. Sam has been teaching at the college since 2011. Has been teaching is the present perfect continuous tense. We have been sitting here for almost an hour. Has Rani not been taking her medicine for the last 3 weeks? Again, we use present perfect continuous tense to talk about an action that started in the past and stopped recently, and there is a result in the present time. Example, you cannot answer because you haven't been paying attention. So the result in the present time is you cannot answer. Why? Because you haven't been paying attention. You look sad. Have you been crying? So the action started in the past and stopped recently, but there is a result in the present time. You look sad. Have you been crying? Your appearance has changed. Have you been working out? Hope it's clear. We use words like recently, lately, of late to make our meaning more clear. Example, I have been feeling rather sad. Sia has not been practicing yoga lately. We express concern or doubt when we ask questions using present perfect continuous form. Have you been eating a lot of junk food lately? It's a doubt or a suspicion. So again, when you ask such a question, we use present perfect continuous tense form. Have you been feeling sick? You look tired. It's out of concern you ask. Now over to the exercise for practice. Fill in the blanks with appropriate verbs to form sentences in the simple present tense form. Next exercise, fill in the blanks with the present perfect tense form of the verbs given in the bracket. Now over to the answers.